You know you're in a good place where you can look at your exes and whoever they're with or they're not with, and you say to yourself, they can have her. Because if you're wise to know, if you're wise, you will know, rather, that there was a reason that this relationship ended. And that if you were ever to get back together, and some of you do, those same reasons will quickly rear their ugly head, and the same thing will happen again. The core personality of a person will never change. That's why the world is full of divorced people who say, well, I thought he would change. And he says, I thought she would stay the same. And we know, I hope we know from experience, that they never do. Women put on an act during courtship, thinking and giving the man whatever they think he wants so that he will take them and they can lock him in. And men also are in a way acting, but men's acting can end very quickly. A woman stays in a man's house for a weekend and she'll have a very good idea of what he's all about. And after the date's been going on for 30 or 45 days, she will have a 100% clear picture of what's going on. And if she remains, that means she's hoping that he will pop the question. I'm not telling you, this is pointed at the men and the gentlemen in the audience. I'm not telling you anything most of you don't know when I say, the moment a woman agrees to go out with you, from that moment that she says yes, we can have dinner, whatever, she's hoping that you will ask to marry her. She's not going out to have fun. She's not going out for the free dinner. All the jokes aside, that's her ultimate goal. They have a destination in mind. Whereas most of us men are perfectly happy with dating someone 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 years and just enjoying time together, but not necessarily living together, and getting together when we want to get together. That's why those relationships last for a long time, long time. Mick Jagger had those relationships for sometimes decades. But the moment you live together, something magical happens, and not in a good way. The moment you live together, you kind of ruin the relationship. Omar Sharif, the famous, I've mentioned this before, the famous Egyptian actor who's no longer with us, he said that, when he was at the height of his career and sexual appeal, he said these women fall over me, in the outside world. And he says, when they come over to my place and after a couple of days see one of my dirty socks, all the magic is gone. Try to think, put that into perspective and try to think of it in a long-term situation. When you're living with somebody, Greeks have a saying, marriage walks through the door and love jumps out the window. That's why the best relationships are when you're not living together, because you see each other when you both want to see each other, and you leave each other when you both have had enough of each other. But when you're living together with someone, and that's what 99.99% of women want, it ruins it, it kills it. But that's not going to change women. They still want that. From the moment they say, yes, we can have that drink, we can have a dinner, they're saying, is he the one? I'm hoping he's the one. I'm hoping that I'll find that he's suitable, that he has the money, the stability that I'm looking for, and that he will pop the question. That exploratory first date is exactly what it is, an exploratory date. They're measuring you up to see if you check the boxes that is important to them. And if you do, they immediately start hoping from that first date that you're gonna pop the question. Let's move in together. And then they're not happy with that. Let's get engaged. They're not happy with that. Let's get married. And then they want more and more and more and more. A woman never stops wanting more. It seems they are designed to kill romance. Because romance really and fun in a relationship is not their goal. Their goal is to secure their security and securing the things that they need and want. You having fun is so down the list under her priorities that is actually not even there. They really don't care whether you're getting what you want out of a relationship. A woman is 100% focused by nature, not because they're evil. She's focused on what she wants and needs, and you are a tool that is going to provide that. We see this in the animal world with the black widows, that once she is impregnated, she kills the man. The man has served his purpose. He is no longer needed. So keep that in mind. You are there to serve a purpose. So don't be sad when a woman leaves you. Don't be sad when your exes are with somebody else. Feel sad for that new guy, because he hasn't learned yet, because he hasn't found out what he is most definitely going to find out, sure as the sun comes up from the east. All the best till the next video, and stay away from the black widows.